So this kid fascinates me. And I'm old enough that I can call him a kid. So he is joining us live in Columbus, Ohio. This will be the biggest soccer game in this country in a long time, and I can't wait for it. And Christian is joining us, and he's 18 years old, and I watch you. And when I watch you, I say to myself, you do stuff with the ball that you just can't roll out of bed. Let's start with this. First of all, thank you for coming on the show. And second,
thank you for having me.
Christian, secondly, first time you touched the soccer ball, how old were you?
Oh, ever since I can remember, my dad was throwing a ball at me. So 1, 2.
So 1 or 2 years old. I consider you a very creative player. How do you see yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've always tried to have that quality about me. It's being creative, So no one really ever knows what's coming, and I've used that, and that's been a big strength of mine.
As a young player playing with guys 8 years older, is that ever strange? Ever?
Yeah, definitely. I think what's more strange is when you're off the pitch with your teammates, and you can't really relate to some of their conversations about their kids and stuff like that. So on the field, I think it's even easier because it's just a game. It's just soccer. You guys are all doing the same things, and you want to play it in a similar fashion. So yeah.
Christian, when you hear the compliments about you, does it make you uncomfortable? Do you care? How do they land for you?
No, I just try to set it aside and just focus on myself, and keep doing the same thing. So I try not to let it affect me.
You're playing over in Germany, and the truth about soccer in America, and American soccer fans sometimes don't realize this is nothing against the MLS. It's a fine league. But the international leagues are at a different level. Can you explain to my audience the league you're in, the team you're on, and just the sensibility abroad in soccer compared to the MLS?
Yeah, I mean, since I was very young, it was kind of a dream of mine to be playing professional soccer in Europe somewhere. And the Bundesliga, it's a very strong league. Every weekend you're playing a great game, whether it's the team in second place or it's the team in last place. You're going to have a fight out there. And I've learned so much. Obviously, Borussia Dortmund is such a big club, and I've been given great opportunities. But it's been so much fun. It really is. It's a fight every week in every game. So, and even in training and simple competition like that, working for your spot. So it's helped me to learn a lot.
Do you think the MLS could ever become a globally viable league?
Yes, I think that the MLS has great potential. Right now, maybe we're a bit behind, obviously, some of these great European leagues, but I think that's the goal. We want to get our youth, more interested in the game and then just build up from there. But I think it definitely has the potential.
When you were young, you got a soccer ball early. Was there ever another sport? One of the things I've argued for years is I would love to see Dwayne Wade and Mike Trout and other great American athletes. I see more and more of it with a concussion issue in the NFL. Moms saying, I want my son to play soccer. When you were playing soccer 15 years ago, you're 3 years old. Now, it's obviously grown in stature in America. But at your high school, when you were young growing up, did your friends play soccer, or were you an outlier and an exception?
I would say I was a bit of an exception, actually, even at school and stuff. It's just like any typical American school. There's the basketball players, football players, and I'm not going to lie, I loved those sports. I'm still a huge basketball fan and football fan to this day, and I played, on the park with my friends just like any other kid. But there was just something about soccer, it was in my family, and I just loved it so much. So I didn't really care, what the others were doing. I always, thought of myself playing soccer when I was older.
Who's your favorite soccer player of all time? Is it a Messi? Is it a Ronaldo? Is it a Clint Dempsey? Who's your favorite player ever?
It's kind of funny. When I was growing up, Luis Figo, an older Portuguese player, was always my favorite. I'm not sure how that came about. I just always loved watching him.
Was it his creativity?
Yeah, I thought, he had great skill in the field, and watching him play, he was quick. I thought of myself as playing a similar style to his, and my dad still calls me Figo to this day, actually.
Would you be comfortable being the face of American soccer?
I don't think that's I try not to think about that at all. I think I focus on myself and my playing every single day. So I think when the team is successful, I think that's what really builds up and inspires people. I don't think it's in need of this face of U.S. soccer. I don't want to have that type of pressure or anything like that. So no, I'm just trying to enjoy it and be a part of the team. So that's my goal.
Kristine Pulisic, U.S. men's national team, USA-Mexico this Friday, FS1, Columbus, Ohio, World Cup qualifying. This matters. When I before you came on today, I'm thinking, God, if I was 18 years old and I'm playing with 26-year-old guys, it would be, not that there'd be resentment because it's the U.S. men's national team. But when you started coming up and people started talking about you, do you think there were some veteran players around the soccer community that were like, oh, who's this kid? Prove to me you're great.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal, actually. I think, older players, they don't want to hear about some young kid, coming in, taking their spots. And I think it's pretty normal, but it's also when you get out into the field, you got to earn your respect. And that's how it was for me at Dortmund. That's how it was at this national team. And but I think once they see, wow, this kid is good, then you're right there and you're a part of the team, and you got your respect just like that.
USA-Mexico Friday. What does it mean for a casual soccer fan? Put it in terms, what this means for the U.S. men's national team in Columbus.
Yeah, this is as big as it gets for for a soccer player, for a soccer team. USA-Mexico in Columbus, World Cup qualifying. It just doesn't get any bigger. Huge rivalry, so we're super excited for this game.
Kristine, good luck to you and the men's national team. You're a pleasure to watch. You have a limitless future, and the more Jurgen Klinsmann can get you on the pitch, the happier I am. Congratulations to you and your family. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You bet. Kristine Pulisic.